We're live. We are live. This is here. We're it. I don't know what "we're it" means, but I'm just so I was so excited that it actually went live. Like because it almost didn't happen again. I was mucking around beforehand and testing out some new things just to try to make sure it worked. And then because of the test, it didn't work. So almost didn't happen again. But in the name of improvement, we almost derailed the whole thing. Yeah, I can divide. Isn't it pretty good? I've got math skills. Happy Friday, everyone. It's so good to see every single one of you. All, let's see, let's get the numbers here. Well, we lost a dozen of you, so now it's down to just 800. But welcome back, everyone. Kakarine von Steam. Oh, I love saying your name. Andrew T. Weller. Oh, missing you. Wait, oh, that was in reference to my mom saying silly son, missing son. All right, I'm back. I'm here. Silly son is here. Gnarly Nerd. Okay, so check this out. This just arrived today. We are now legit. This is real. Thank you to Gnarly Nerd and his wife Christy for sending this. This is absolutely amazing. They designed this themselves. I love it. Isn't it the greatest thing you've ever seen on this channel, or really ever? Just for some background, so Gnarly Nerd and Christy, I mentioned, are married. Christy is my wife's editor. So my wife is an author. She writes books, and people actually buy them. It's pretty cool. And Christy is actually the editor for, I think, 22 out of 36 of her published books, which is pretty incredible. And then Gnarly Nerd is married to Christy. And Gnarly Nerd, get this, went to the same high school as Mr. Pinkshirtguy and Mrs. Pinkshirtguy's favorite bartender. So I don't know what that means, but it's something, right? So that's pretty cool. Anyway, I'm pretty happy. Destiny. I think that's destiny. Yes. Thank you, producer / director, Mrs. Pinkshirtguy. Anyway, we're here. It's Friday. It's the end of another glorious week in quarantine. God, does this one feel like the best one yet? It kind of does to me. Like we went through the early up of, oh my God, it's like vacation, or it's like we're going to camp, you know, we get to kind of do our own thing. And then we went through a down where it's like, okay, I need to order some more sweatpants. And then we went through another up where it was like, oh, thanks for all these recommendations for all the TV shows that I can stream now. All my friends on Zoom. I'm getting hammered doing happy hours on Zooms. And then we went through a little bit of a down when it's like, I'm zoomed out. I can't zoom again. I'm zoomed. No more zooming. Let's zoom out. And then we got to now, where we're happy and we know it. Week 7. It's the end, baby. Oh, man. So good to see you guys. How do you like the close-up view? This is pretty good, right? From a distance, and when like the light shines down, and when I kind of do this, or no, maybe it was this, I thought, is that like Michael Keaton now? Not like Michael Keaton then, but Michael Keaton, like, you know, with the short hair, and like, no, it's not quite. Anyway, all right, it's good to see everyone. Let's get some bubbles going. Let's get the tunes going first. There we go. All better. I was like leaning in real close there, getting the close up. I like it. Now I got a new little spotlight thing. It's not new. It's actually pretty old, but I think it's good. It makes the logo pop, right? Doesn't it? Quarantine, cooking, Mr. Pinkshirtguy. It's me, and it's the show. Yeah. Anyway, how's everyone doing? You guys doing great? Good. Good. Glad to hear it. How about you? Yeah, good. All right, good too. Oh, man, week 7. God, are the days not going? Time seems to go by so fast and yet so slow. Or maybe I'll put it a different way. It goes by so slow, but also so fast. Like the days, each day seems like never ending, doesn't it? Like it just kind of feels like, what have I been doing the last 8 hours? But then And then you're like, what day is it? But then at the end of the week, it's like, wow, time just, all those endless days just flew right by. Doesn't it feel like just yesterday we were doing something different? Like not in quarantine? Have you forgotten what it's like to be outside? I don't know. I almost have. But this kind of feels normal now. I don't know. That's what that's the whole point of this, is I don't know. Okay. Hi, Kristen. Good to see you. Francesca Maria. I know, sometimes I forget this isn't Zoom either. I know. It's, all right, let me finish this one. Good. So today we're drinking one of my favorite sparkling, it's a champagne, true champagne. Get in there, Paul. Show them what you got. Come on, focus. There we go. Isn't that great? Paul Roger. That's how the French pronounce it. Good old Polly Roger. Which is fitting for two reasons. One, it's Friday, and around here in Chez Pink Shirts, which is actually French. It's Chez Pink Shirt. The T, you kind of drop the T. We have bubbles on Fridays. So we're doing Paul Roger. And I'm going to just set this one. There you go. I'm going to leave that one for Mrs. Pink Shirt Gal. Winky Poo. What if she was just totally made up and I hired an actress a couple of weeks ago to come in and pretend it was her birthday?
They wouldn't. They're all
yeah, they wouldn't know. Yeah, they wouldn't know because you're all quarantined. Exactly.
No, I'm saying no actresses.
Oh, no actresses would come.
Yeah.
I bet there are some desperate enough actresses that would be like...
Now it's gonna...
No, I don't mean like that. I bet there's some desperate enough actresses out there that would come in and pretend to be you. Notice that I wasn't the one who took it to that level. Why don't you come sit on my casting couch? It's gonna be real great. It's gonna be a real fun time. A bit of a bumpy ride, but...
Oh my god.
What?
But you took it to that level.
I just said bumpy ride. I wasn't saying why it was bumpy. You know, it's just a bumpy couch. God.
They're seeing the real us.
Yeah, they are seeing the real us. You know what? Sometimes I wish it was just an actress to come in and then, no, here's your $50. Go ahead on out there. Wear a mask. All right. Cheers, guys. The second reason why, so good. Oh, so good. The second reason why Paul Roger, the French champagne, is fitting. First reason, what was the first reason? Oh, bubbles at Chez Pink Shirt. And then the second reason was, well, I had two reasons. What was the, I don't have any notes. What was the second reason? Oh, because we're doing the meal today. That's right. I'm back on track, baby. We can edit this out. We'll fix it in post. The second reason is, I lost it again. Nope, found it. We're doing French onion burgers. So it's basically, what do you mean, ooh, Anth says edits by Christy. Yeah. You know what I mean? It wasn't meant to be ooh. It was just, I was just pointing out, like, there probably are people who, they are out of work, the whole acting community. I've seen, okay, all right. And the second reason why champagne is fitting today is French onion burgers today, which is a regular hamburger, or as they say in France, hamburger, with French onion soup mixed in. And we're fancying it up. Oh, I forgot to get them out of the fridge with caramelized onions. Bear with me. Hold on, 1 second. Don't go anywhere. Still here. Okay. Oh, I think I have more. No, that'll be enough. With caramelized onions. Christy said stop digging. Well, that's... I am going to stop. I will stop. I'm already getting deep into the hole now. Which wasn't... Okay, you giggled at that. I didn't... I meant the hole I was digging, not anything else. Oh, God. This is what I have to deal with every day. I say something very innocuous, very innocent, and it's taken very differently. It's hard, really. So that's what I'm trying to say. Very difficult. So yeah, French onion burgers, caramelized onions, and with French onion soup mix. It's gonna be great, and it's gonna be really good. I'm just really happy to see you guys. Cheers again. Okay. Lingual file. French onion will be inside the burger. We're gonna mix it in. That will season it. Now, normally in my hamburgers, I don't like, or as the French say, hamburger. I don't like to season it too much. I just kind of like the meat and a little bit of salt. But, you know, on occasion, and this is the occasion to do it, we're gonna go wild. French onion mix inside. Kristen said, and there it goes down. Yeah.
They get you.
We're going down all the time, taking it right to that level every time on accident. I didn't even mean to go there, but it's always there. So, should we get cooking? That's the first time. Let's get cooking. Pow! Okay. Caramelized onions. I don't think, Kristen, just to answer your question, because I know it's coming. No. Oh, I dropped it already and it rolled. Really? The lid's gone. That's okay. I made these caramelized onions earlier this week. I think on Tuesday when I had a big shipment come in. And this is like 5 onions that reduced down. So good. Just a little bit of butter, just thinly sliced onions. And I just set them in my little pink pot all day and let the heat take care of it. So I think they went for like 6 hours, 5 hours. It was great. I didn't even have to really pay attention. Okay. That's it. Let's get cooking. Oh, that's the second one. Oh, this is going to be great. I can't wait. So, a couple of things we need to do first. I'm going to get everything prepared. Oh, we're going to make our own aioli as well. This is going to be very fancy. Oh, and how perfect. Okay. Should we cut to... Okay, prepare to split screen. Splitting screen. Boom. Oh yes, Kristen. I knew. Oh, I was so happy you saw that. Okay, yes. The the cured blood oranges are up on the website, and the ginger simple syrup is up on the website. I only did that. I was like, I almost put a note in there like, this is for Kristen, like a dedication. But yeah, I'm so happy you saw that. So you're welcome. This is what we're doing. This is our mise. And perfect timing too, because the sell-by date is, we have plenty of time. I thought it was 5/1/2020, but it's 5/10/2020. This is a Patla Frita. They're fine meat purveyors. I think they're out here. But this is their short rib blend. So it's got it's actually very tasty, super good. And I'm very excited about that. We're gonna make our own aioli with, it's gonna be a watercress aioli, just to introduce a little bit of bitterness and color in there. If you don't have watercress, that's fine. You can either just put greens on the burger, you can just think about the greens and not put them anywhere near your kitchen, or you can mix it into the aioli, which is what we're gonna do. Aioli? Aioli? I don't even know the right way to pronounce this. I should learn that. So, first things first, let's get our aioli made. It's kind of fun to do. I'm just so happy. It's Friday. It's the end of a week. I don't know. This is one way that I can at least mark the passage of time. I think that's one reason I'm most excited about Fridays and Mondays, because that's like the start of a week. Is I definitively know what day it is, because I'm here with you. Otherwise, I would just be sitting in my PJs or sweatpants and not doing anything. So, yeah, let's get a knife. So I'm just gonna dice this up kind of finely, just so we can stir it into our aioli very easily. What, am I missing anything? Nope, okay. Care for a shovel, Mac the knife. Apparently I've already got a shovel, and I'm digging pretty hard. This is, I don't know, maybe we're gonna end up with probably just less than a half of a cup diced. But we can add more or less. That's the kind of fun thing. We can make this. Cress is so strongly flavored in a very good way. Like it's just, it has a great, or watercress has a nice bitterness to it. I just love it. You could use pea shoots. You could use, I'm actually going to do a little bit more here just so we have it. But yeah, you could use pea shoots. You could use arugula. That would be super tasty. Even if you just use it whole and didn't make an aioli out of it. Or you know what? In a pinch, in quarantine cooking, if you don't have an egg yolk and some canola or vegetable oil, or even olive oil, that's fine. You could just use mayo. Thank you. You could use, yeah, you know, mayo. Yeah, thanks. So yeah, this is it. This is watercress. I think, is it related to mustard? I actually don't even know. It tastes like it might be. I think it is related to mustard. Who knows? I'll just say that. You're not going to find any facts here on this show in case anybody came looking for like lessons and information. No. Nope. There we go. All right. Good. One down. What am I gonna mix this in? Do I not have? Hold on, I'm just looking for a little container. I'll just get a small bowl. Do I have a small bowl? I do have a small bowl. Where's my Let me look for one thing. Hold on. Here we go. Perfect. It's it had some pasta water in it this morning. Let me rinse it out. Yeah. Just came out of a freshly washed dishwasher. We're gonna use that to mix our aioli. Aioli. How do you aioli? All right. It's pronounced as it's spelled in Italian, each letter separate, no diphthongs. Oh, thank you for that very clear explanation. That's super easy to understand. You should have put it that way earlier. Now I totally understand exactly how to pronounce it. Yeah, well, I'm just gonna call it fancy mayo. Let's get an egg yolk. All right. I'm gonna save my whites for eggs tomorrow morning. And again, if you don't want to make this yourself, you don't have to. I just like the taste of it. I think it's great, and I think it's pretty easy to do. Personal preference. But some regular, like good mayo with some of this green stuff in it, watercress, arugula, whatever you want to flavor it with. Oh, truffle oil, that'd be kind of good. Yeah, that'd be good too. All right, so we got this. Let's put a little bit. Get our stuff going here. This is what we're doing for the aioli. Let's get a little bit of mustard in here. We're gonna this will help us emulsify it a little bit. Don't need much because I don't necessarily want to taste a whole bunch of mustard. Actually, you know what? It's a French onion burger. We can go for let's go for a full tablespoon. There we go. Oh, so good. This is my favorite Dijon. It's pronounced just as it's written in French. Which, as you can obviously tell, is my. I mean, it's pronounced exactly as it's written in the French. Each letter is pretty obvious. It's my. Okay? So now let's get whisking here. Boop. So now we've got a yolk. We've got about a tablespoon of Dijon mustard in there. I have about a cup of vegetable oil here. Depending on how flavorful you want it, you can use a little bit more or less than this. Unfortunately, it's harder to use less because then it gets a little yolky, but that's fine. Right, with the nasal, exactly, lingual file. Duh. Good point. Yeah, it's my. So the whole point here is we're just trying to create an emulsion, so just pour it slowly. Sorry about the dinging. But like this is good so far. This is kind of what you want it to look like. This just means that everything is, an emulsion just means it's like everything is mixed and it's staying mixed. If you start to see oil weeping out of it, start whisking faster. And that's why if we did it all at once, then it wouldn't, you'd end up with like chunks of oil in there and it'd be a lot tougher to mix in. And the emulsion wouldn't be the same. You'd end up with like a cloudier less flavor. Flavor's not gonna matter. It'd be a cloudier, like weird texture thing. Because I've done that before and it's not very fun. So just a slow drizzle the whole time. This is fun. I'm also trying to not make it ding so that it doesn't like annoy everybody. But see, so far so good. We're already starting to see kind of like little, not quite peaks, but see, not bad. I just toot my own horn here. Watch it like completely fall apart in a second. Good. You can also, I think you can do this in a food processor pretty easily. Just keep blitzing it. You're good. That's the easier way. Or like a hand mixer, that would work as well. So this is kind of what it looks like if you put in too much oil at once. Let's see. Can you see that? You know, you see like big streaks of oil. How do I think the French pronounce oiseau? I don't know. I don't know how they pronounce that. I have no idea. I'm guessing oiseaux. Yeah, Bill Woods, an immersion blender works just fine too. I could have just done that very easily here since they fit so nicely in to this sized beaker, but no, I didn't. I decided not to do that. I wanted to show you, and I wanted to work up a sweat and have my forearm start screaming. It's good. The last time you made fancy mayo ended up like a dough. Well, see, that can happen, right? I mean, this is getting pretty thick, but you kind of want that so that it's spreadable. That if you want to loosen it up, just keep whisking in a little bit more oil. You could probably, I don't know, could you cheat a little bit with like a tablespoon of water? Maybe. I mean, that might work. Let's just see what happens if I pour a little bit in here now. That's not too bad. Okay, just a little extra work. Wazoo. It means brids. So wazoo means brids. I don't know what either of those two words. I mean, I don't know what brids is either. So this is apparently a language lesson, and I'm failing. I'm getting an F, or however they say F in French, on this subject. So it's more or less like wazoo. Got it. Got it. So there we go. It's a little tight. That's fine. We can add more oil if we want, but I actually don't want this thing super loose in my burger, which is not a phrase I ever hope to repeat again. Oh, birds. It means birds. Oh, wazo. Okay, sure. Got it. Okay, there we go. All done. All right. Oh, we gotta stir this. Anthony, come on. Let's get my whisk back out. And in case you're worried, no, it wasn't just straight in the sink. It was in the little beaker that was in the sink. Here we go. I'm actually going to use just a spoon to stir this in so it doesn't get caught in my whisk. Oh, yeah, no, sorry. It's more like oiseau, and it means birds. Yeah, cotton. Obviously. Duh. Good. You know, when in France. There we go. We'll probably need to add some salt to this as well, since I have not. I kind of want this to be pretty watercressy, so that's why I'm adding a lot. If you don't like it that watercressy, just don't add as much. Oh, that's pretty good. It just needs salt. Oop. I'll be right back. You can totally use olive oil in an aioli. That works just fine. It's just be aware that you'll taste the olive oil a lot more. So if you like that flavor, and I do, it's just very strong, but super good. Let's just pour them all in. Why not? One more. Oh, salt. We can be pretty aggressive with the salting here because the bread needs a little bit of seasoning already, or it needs a little bit of seasoning, and we're only going to be putting a little bit of this on. So we want this to be seasoned well. I don't know why I stressed seasoned. Maybe it's the French. Is that even, that's not a French pronunciation. Well, we'll find out in about a second, I'm sure. Okay. That's pretty good. Let's give it a little taste. Perfect. Oh. That's actually really good. So that was about a cup of oil, 1 yolk, about a tablespoon of Dijon, and it's pronounced maille, obviously, as it's written in French. And just about I don't know, maybe a cup, or maybe about a half a cup to a cup of chopped up watercress. So, first step, done. Second step, right here. Perfect. Okay, I think we're done chopping stuff. The rest is just seasoning some meat. Oh, you know what? Let's put a little bit of acid in here, just a little bit, to help cut the fatness of everything else. Actually, and this could use some on its own anyway. I knew I got that lemon out for a reason. Ravik, yeah, you could totally put dill in there instead, in your aioli. I think that'd be just fine. And we're just gonna do the old squeezer do here. That's maybe like a scant tablespoon, like 2 teaspoons or so. So no one's worried, it's just back there in the little jar, not like sitting in the sink. Okay. Perfect. What, you there? I don't know what I'm gonna do with those lemons. All right, you out of the way. Let's clean this guy off. Is that another French term, linguophile? Okay, good there. Aioli's done. Let's mix our meat and get our pan ready. That's really, I think, all we need to do, right? Oh, cheese. Let's cut the cheese. So I would highly recommend using Swiss. Like you could use an Emmental or a Comte. Hope I'm pronouncing these right. I'll find out in about 30 seconds. Even a Gruyere could work. I don't have any of those. I have Havarti, which is going to be a little bit more interesting than a basic cheddar or American, but use whatever you want. I'm going for the French onion side of things, so that's why I wanted to use more of a Frenchy type cheese. Again, like Comte, Emmentaler, Gruyere, something like that. I do have Roquefort, which I might try on my burger. I think it'd be kind of fun. And but yeah, Havarti. I have some Havarti. I need to use it up, so we're just going with that. I just put my knife away. Oh. We'll use the little guy. Give him a. And obviously, you probably want it cut a little bit larger than these little strips, but this is all I've got, so this is the way it's going to be. Yeah, Havarti's great. I used to have this all the time as a kid. When we'd go to like soccer camp and we'd have to bring our own lunches. My brother and cousin and I all went together and we had like these giant coolers. We looked like construction workers going to work with like cleats on instead of boots. But yeah, we had these like giant, and we had like hoagies with cold cuts and stuff on them and Havarti cheese. It was so good. I had, this is the, like all I ate as a kid was Havarti cheese. That's pretty good. Big shirt boomer. Yeah. That's funny. I like that. Okay, pink shirt guy. It's great. Well, I might have some of that for myself. Oh, let's get some roquefort. I've dropped so many things back here. This is my American cheese. I gotta put this back in. I came flying out of the fridge. All right. That stinks in such a great way. I'm just gonna get a nice thick slice. Perfect. And then maybe one more, just for fun. So good. All right. You haven't missed much, Monster Master. We're just cutting the cheese together. It's kind of a group effort. Okay, I think we're good. Oh, you know, I do want to heat up my caramelized onions just a little tiny bit. I might have to put those in a pan, or maybe I'll just microwave them. But how do we think they'll microwave? Pretty well? We'll try it. We'll give it a shot.
What do you think?
Caramelized onions. Just put them on cold. I feel like I should warm them up a little bit.
Yeah.
Maybe in a pan. I don't know. We'll try microwave. Why not? We'll just, these are caramelized onions. I'm just going to microwave them. Oh, gnarly nerd. Sorry. It was a Roquefort. Like a member of the blue family. It's stinky, it's funky, and it's French. Funky French. Yeah, you could probably substitute like a Stilton or an American Blue. That would work. I think. I mean, it'd be, you know, slightly different, but we're in quarantine. Who? Doesn't matter. Okay, that's warming up. Let's get our pan ready to go. Done with this. All right. I am gonna scoot my laptop just a little bit away, just so we don't have any issues here. Don't fall out, internet. That would be bad. And there we go. I'm gonna put you over there. Okay, cool. Just had to switch some things around. I think we're all right. I am turning on the broiler just to preheat it, just so I can melt the cheese when the time comes. Because first we're going to cut the cheese, which we did. Second step, apply the cheese, and then third step, melt it. Oh, we could use the old torturino as well. Maybe we'll do one of each. Maybe we'll do one of each. Okay, good. These guys just spent a minute in the microwave and they smell delicious. So I'm pretty sure microwaving them is going to work just fine. Okay, I'm back. I was just putting them back in at a lower power level so that they won't burn, but also so I don't have to think about it. All right, let's season our meat. Our meat's, you know, it did put it out. So I like to keep meat as absolutely cold as possible. So I don't know why I let it sit there for the last 30 or so minutes. That was dumb. So just to be, I mean, it's not going to create too big of an issue. It's just the texture is a lot nicer when it's nice and cold because you're less likely to pull out. I can't remember if it's myoglobin or whatever. It's whatever that, I think it's an enzyme or whatever that like seeps out, and it's those white chunks that kind of look a little bit gross. So I don't know why I got, oh, should I put it in an ice bath? No, we're going to do this pretty quick. It'll be quick. All right. And the other thing is when you're making hamburgers, the colder the better. And also hold on. Oh, the less manipulation, the better. So just don't muck around with your burger. Don't rub the meat in. Don't rub your meat. Don't, just a nice, easy, gentle, shape it into a ball and you're done. That's it. Because the more you massage it and rub it and squeeze it, the more likely you are gonna like break it down and the texture's gonna get all wank. There we go, right in there. Okay. Texture's gonna get all wank. It's a technical term. Albumin, thank you, yeah. Oh, the red liquid is myoglobin. Okay, I knew I was close, but not really. Albumin, that's right. I think I've made that mistake before. All right, got my pan heating over pretty high heat. We're gonna put just a little bit of oil in there, just a little bit. I don't want it popping everywhere. Oh, let's get our bread. We do need that. We're gonna use the focaccia from yesterday for our hamburger bun. Hold on. And I'm back. I think I might have to, I don't think I'll need to cut it in half. What I'll do, let's just do this on the side here. Hold on. Put you in the freezer for a minute. Good enough. Okay. Let's slice off our buns here. This is from the flatbread we made yesterday. It actually turned out great, if I say so myself. I am going to cut off these ridges on the end, and we'll like play baseball with those. Okay, so these are not going to be like perfectly shaped hamburgers, just so you know, in case you were worried like, Anthony, those don't look like perfectly shaped hamburgers or buns. They're going to be square buns, so these are more like Wendy's, but that's all we have. So that's what we're going to work with. it'll look a little bit weird, honestly, but I'm kind of excited. I want to see where this goes. Okay, I think that'll be good. Maybe we can shape our meat that way too. Who knows? No, you haven't sent out lingual file that you think I'm great lately, but I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Okay, we got our bread good to go. We'll get our burgers shaped and seasoned. We're gonna put them in the freezer. Okay. Yes, gnarly nerd. We should make the patties square to match. I think we'll do that. I can't remember if I put in this whole thing. I think we usually do. We'll try it. I want these to be pretty aggressively seasoned because I want to know that it's French onion flavor. So it's hard. I think it'd be hard to do. Let's see. This is what is this? This is enough for. I wish I should have measured this. Well, we'll find out. Why don't we measure it right now? For this much meat, let's see how much is in there. And then I'll have to write this down. And that way I can post it for Kristen. Even though I think it probably said it right on the package. Let's see if it's accurate. 42. Yeah, 40 grams. Perfect. Good. Could have just looked at the package. Done. I wasn't sure. Gosh. That's embarrassing. I'm just lightly tossing it, just kind of moving around. Oh, you're starting to burn or smoke. That's okay. That's what we want. Turn you down just for a second. Mix them pyramid shake for extra unique dish. We could do that, couldn't we? All right, let's make sure to get all the seasoning in there. This is pretty good. I like it's well distributed. Now it's time to just shape them. Should we go by size? What do we want? Quarter pounders? And what are we feeling like? 77. Let's go quarter pounders. That'd be whatever, 112. Close enough. So for now, I'm going to put these into balls. Just roughly into balls. We're not doing anything else, just kind of shaping them. And then I just want to get them shaped and prepped, and then we'll put them in. And we'll end up squishing these right down, but again, I don't want to muck with them. That's the whole point here, is just no touchy. That's good. Good. I think we should get 4 out of it. Well, this one's going to be a little bigger. That's fine. This one will be mine. Oh, you know what? We should make them Can we make them rectangles or like cubes and then squish them down so they fit? It seems like a lot of extra work. All right, we'll add you to that one. Okay, I think these are pretty good. So like they smell really good. It smells like French onion. That's exactly what we want right now. 4 big balls, ready to go. Just the old washing. Okay, that pan is pretty hot. Crank the heat back up. Do the rectangles. All right, let's reshape them. All right, fine, God. So I'm just gonna, let's see, how should we do this here? I'll kind of squish them down, and then they're gonna be rectangle-ish. Hopefully, that means that when I push them down in the pan, they'll squish out evenly into rectangles, but it's a lot harder than it's seemed in my head. Kind of rectangles. Yeah, maybe that'll work. I'm doing this for you guys. Okay, that's pretty good. That's mine. I can already feel it. Okay. Okay, I think this is pretty good. This one especially. This guy needs just a little squish. Clean him up. Okay, fine. We're good. Happy now?
I'm actually happy.
Very hot pan. All right, let's do this. QACDC's big balls, exactly. All right, I need to get some oil. Actually, you know what? This is a pretty well seasoned pan. I think we can just toss it in. You know what I'll do? I'll rub a little bit of oil on the patties themselves. That'll help. Yeah. So I'll just wash my hands for the 8th time. Basically, I just want to prevent any kind of stickage. So I'm just going to put a little bit of vegetable oil on each one of these guys, and then I'll just kind of rub it around. We're going off book. I don't think I've ever done this before, but it seemed kind of right. Again, if you have a grill, this is a lot easier just doing it outside. But I don't, and we're going to have some fun indoors. What's that? I don't have any oil in there. It's just the pan smoking. We have our OSHA certified safety expert pointing out that the pan is smoking, which I appreciate. It's always good to know. Just in case, you never know with Pink Shirt Guy when he's had too many glasses of champagne around here. Okay, now let's get these guys dropped in. Oh, sliding right off. So I'm giving them the old squish. I kind of want to push these guys down as much as I can. I don't need them to be super thick. Alexa, set a 2-minute timer.
30 minutes.
Go crisscross. There we go. Oh, it already smells so good. Have I mentioned how much I love my new apron? By the way, thanks Gnarly Erd and Christy. So I'm doing 2 minutes aside. You can do more or less. You can use an instant read thermometer if you want. I'm trying to think of what I would go for with this. Maybe like 145. That's actually pretty high. You know, like medium rare on a steak is like 132, 33. So drop the ghouls. If you don't press them, that's fine too. It's just I like pressing them because I want them to be as thin as possible so they cook faster. If you don't press them, it's okay. It just means that it'll be a thicker piece of meat. And if you imagine cooking like a 2-inch thick steak, it just takes a lot longer. That's it. It just takes longer. And this way we end up with like well cooked, some like medium rare on the inside, and then well cooked on the outside. With a bigger patty, you end up with a larger gradation of, you know, like well done, pretty well done, a little bit of rare maybe, and then all the way back out too. So that's what we're trying to avoid. We just want to keep that gradient as like thin as possible. Alexa, stop. Oh, look at that color. Alexa, set a 2-minute timer.
30 minutes.
Thank you. This is gonna be so good.
Kristen, you don't have to press them down. That's just, I like to keep them, that's just more of a personal preference. You don't have to though.
There are no, we don't press, when we press on a charcoal, we never press our patties down when we do them on a charcoal grill, so there are no flare-ups.
Yeah, no. I'm trying to think that if the, I mean, I don't really, personally I don't mind the flare-ups. Like I think a little bit of fire licking up there is, I kind of like the flavor. But, and there's not like enough fat at that point, I think, weeping out of it that it should be dropping down. But you don't have to. You totally don't have to. You could shape them. Yeah, you could shape them more thinly to begin with, or just leave them however you like them. That's fine too. It's just more of a personal preference. I just want to cook them as fast as I can. That's really it. Oh yeah, good point. If you're, yeah, lingual file, good point. If you're pressing them, don't press them down on a grate, because that would just squish them down. Almost there. Oh, this is so good. Alexa, stop. Alexa, set a 2-minute timer. Okay, so I'm gonna put the cheese on now. I probably should have put the cheese on earlier, but I wasn't paying attention. That way it could start, getting warmed up and melted. I am gonna broil these just for a minute, just to melt the cheese, and this gives them a chance just to rest a little bit as well. Little cleanup. My mouth is watering just looking at these. This looks and smells so good. I've got this pan over like medium high. It doesn't need to be super high. It can be, that's probably fine too, but I'm trying to limit like the amount of oil splatter as much as I can. A lot of times when I fry meat or sear it, I'll do it in my big Dutch oven and I mentioned this before, but those higher walls just prevent oil splatter from going out. It just kind of stays in. And I've never really noticed like the whole, oh, don't use too high walls or else it'll steam or kind of cook. I don't know. I don't think that's going to make that big of a difference. Real, yeah. What are communists? I don't know. I don't get it. Proletariat unite. Huh? Alexa, stop. All right, one final toss. Oh, by the way, when you flip meat in a pan, I'm sorry if it's hard to hear me. Alexa, 2-minute timer. Oh, I didn't smush these guys. Well, we'll find out if it makes a difference. This will be kind of fun. When you flip in a pan, it's always good to flip it to a location that's not where the meat is already. Like, just don't flip it in place. If you can try and flip it to a new area, it just makes it's hotter there and it'll sear better. Oh, Real. Yeah, it was probably an iPhone notification. I didn't pay attention. I'll turn on Do Not Disturb. There we go. Now it should be clear of all notifications. Thanks for pointing it out, though. Yeah, I did forget. And why don't we put cheese, a little bit of cheese on this guy just to see, just to get it melting early. We're not going to eat all these tonight, Mrs. Pink Shirt Gal and me. One of these is for Bailey. So. If it starts splattering a lot, we could probably empty out some of this moisture. Like some of it's oil, some of it's water. That's the problem. The water is going to start splattering a little bit, which means it'll pick up some oil, and that's no fun. That's one of the reasons I kind of like a cast iron pan, is I can just beat it up. I don't have to oil it and worry about overheating it. It's a workhorse, man. Monster Master, the top burner is on. It's funny you notice that. I keep the top burner on sometimes just to incinerate any oil that kind of flies near it. I figure it's one less little area that I have to clean up later. Alexa, stop. All right, let's broil these guys. Oh no, I dropped you, bad boy. No, man down, man down. He's falling between the cracks. Grab him. Oh, and you're really hot. Okay. All right, we're going to apply some pressure from below. Just keep pressure on it. Hold on. Oh, it's the Deus Ex Machina here, the hand. So you'll see that it's...
I smushed him.
We smushed him. So look how thick that is, and look how raw it is inside. That should be okay for a little bit. It will heat up a little bit, but I wouldn't eat that, just so you know. So this is actually, it's fortuitous that we saw this, because these guys that were smushed down, I probably want to cook a little bit longer. Man down. Well, it probably tastes pretty good, but... Oh. It tastes really good. Oh, okay. So actually, why don't we, let's broil these other guys. We'll put these guys in for another, Alexa, 2-minute timer. Poor guy. Oh, it's so sad. That tastes so good. Yeah, my dog won't mind that one. Okay, let's broil these guys for a minute or two. I'm really just going to get the cheese melted here. Oh. Yeah, we probably could, let's get some heat going. We probably could go for this thick. This is about a ½ inch thicker than the other guys. I don't know, what? Let's try 2 more minutes. Right, yeah, yes. Well, so this is where personal preference comes in too. I think it tastes great, honestly. I'm not gonna eat it like that because I want there to be some texture when I bite into it, but that's like, I want that a little more cooked, but I don't want it that much more cooked. Like that's one thing that's kind of fun is you can kind of cook this however you like it. If you like your burgers super well done, put it in here for 10 minutes and just sear all the flavor out. You'll be in heaven. Well, let's temp the other one just to see where we're at. Just to give us a nice like baseline comparison. Yeah, see, he's at 100 degrees in there, which is too little, or too low. This guy's popping all over the place. Let's see, what are we doing here? 120, Alexa, stop. 130. He doesn't have too much more to go. Well, yeah, that's part of the fun of the live show, is I'm not pretending this is like a perfect cooking show. This is like what it's like to cook in my kitchen. So we fuck up all the time. I fuck up all the time. And now that the structural integrity is busted, we're getting a little more moisture coming out. That's okay. I'll take it, but we'll be able to deal with it. This is what I'm more excited about. All right, so that's up to 132. I'm pretty excited about that. And if you're not, broil it for longer. I'm gonna turn that off because I'll just end up feeding probably one of these to the dog, and then I'll chop the other one up for breakfast, and that way we can get the sound taken out of this. Smile or we'll die. It definitely won't be the last time you hear me say it. It's one of my favorite words. Okay. Yeah, I think these are good to go. Let's do this. Let's see if we can guess. Yeah, see 135. I'm good with, like, that's gonna be plenty for her. And 135 on this guy too. Totally excited about that. All right, let's get our burgers going. Quiet down. Let me do this. You go over there. Now you're gonna smoke underneath. That's fine. Okay. Okay, got our caramelized onions. Plate number one. Plate number two. There we go. All right, this should be good. We'll try this out. Let's get some A-I-E-I-O-Leo. Done and done. Oh, this smells so good. Well, Francesca, you would. You're from Jersey, so. Francesca, what's that? No, that was Francesca said it's honest and real. I'll love it.
Yes, our people. I've been waiting for a good time.
You're my
for
people.
this.
Oh, let's get some refills going on. I can't, it's hard for me to see like in the background because I'm only focused on my favorite people in the world and my favorite person in the world. I can't see that.
I'm just saying that because I saved your burger.
Yeah. I am saying that because you saved my burger. Oh, so good. There you are. Cheers. All right. I knew something was missing. Okay, aioli, let's get some caramelized onions on here. Oh, I like a decent amount of caramelized onions. This may, so because I'm using this focaccia we made yesterday, this whole thing might fall apart. It might become a knife and fork situation. I don't care. I'm fine with that. It's quarantine cooking. This isn't going in a restaurant. I'm more excited about just getting all of this food into my face. Oh, that is good. I can still see the top that rolled just outside of my reach down there. Oh, these guys, you know what? They'll actually end up pretty good. We don't even have to broil them. But these guys, I do want to one is mine. The broil at the end, I think, kind of makes it because it not only does it melt the cheese a little bit, but it really toasts up some of the edges. I kind of like that. There we go. Okay, so I feel like I should do a big reveal, like cut this in half and then show you how pink or not pink it is. Why not? Let's just do it. And then we'll let the judgments fly. Okay, so this is gonna be a difficult burger to eat, but I don't care. We'll do this here first. Can you see that? There we go. Yeah, not bad. I put the onions on. Yeah. I'm leaving yours open-faced until some assembly required, basically. Okay, let's cut in. Let's get some of this. That's hot. I don't want to take care of it. Turn that off. Moment of truth, guys. What if we just cut out right now? Just cancel the stream. Oh. You can also toast your focaccia if that's your thing. I kind of just wanted to eat this, so I did not. Perfectly rectangular shaped burgers. I love it. Okay, let's see how we did. Oh, and it's covered up. This to me is perfect. So I don't know if you can tell. The color representation isn't quite good on the iPhone. Let's try this. Oh, don't look at my face because it'll filter on the face. There we go. Not bad. I'm very excited to bite into this right now because I can, oh God. It's falling apart. The bread, I mean, this will surely be a knife and fork. If we had proper buns, this would be incredible. It actually tastes incredible right now. Oh, it tastes like French onion soup. Oh my God. This is so good. It tastes like a French onion soup seasoned steak in a sandwich form. It's so good. I'm not gonna eat the whole thing. I feel like this is a better view. Right? That looks pretty good, right? This is the one with the Havarti cheese. I think I got nice and toasted. I love that. I'm really excited about this burger, so I'm gonna go finish this. We're done. This is it. We did it. We went to completion together. I'm very excited about this. We spent another week together. Oh God, I'm gonna miss you guys this weekend. Yes, Gnarly Nerd, you should definitely try it. Just make hamburgers. If you don't want to do anything else, just make hamburgers how you would normally make them. Just add a French onion soup mix to it. That's really the big difference. The aioli is really good. I'd highly recommend that if you want to try and fancy it up a little bit. The caramelized onions are super tasty, and for a very low effort recipe, I think that makes a huge difference. Like, it's just onions and a little bit of butter on low heat for 5 hours. That's pretty much it. Or, until they get nice and dark and brown like those. So yeah, you can start with the basic burger, add cheese with the mix. You can also do the onions, the aioli. The sky's the limit. Okay. We did it. I'm done. I'm gonna go eat this, drink the rest of my champagne. My dog is gonna wait for one of these. This has been so much fun, guys. Thank you so much for joining me today. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, or not. Or don't even like and subscribe. I don't care. Come back. As long as you come back on Monday. Yeah, we'll see you on Monday, 5 o'clock, same place, same time. We'll be here. Same pink shirt guy with the new apron. I love it. Thanks, Christine Gnarly Nerd. Okay, let's get some outro music going, shall we? Thank you guys so much for joining. Really, Kristen, Monster Master, DTL, thumbs up to you and big hugs to you. Lingophile, I know, Andrew, Bailey does eat better. She might, although those potatoes look good. Okay, take care, guys. Have a great weekend. We'll see you on Monday. All right.